Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So now that all the Bitwig drama is finally over and everybody can relax again, we can get down to making some noise in Bitwig Studio. I've been playing around with Polymer quite a bit, and it's a super simple synth, single oscillator with a sub oscillator and a noise generator. But there's a lot that you can leverage out of this, specifically when it comes to voice stacking, which is what we're going to be looking at today mostly. Let's dive straight into it, and I'll show you guys some cool ideas for using the voice stack modifier. Right, so I've got Polymer loaded up here, just a default patch. Now, voice stacking typically, you can do this in a number of different ways. Let's say, for instance, with the swarm oscillator, this is essentially just stacking up voices on top of one another and detuning them. So you get that. You also have one in the wavetable oscillator, the union settings. You can dial in the number of voices that you want and detune them. Cool, but that's all pretty boring. There's a lot of other ways that you can use this. And you can do this as well with just the straight sawtooth ones if you want. Let's just click here and then go up to the top. See the number of voices that we're currently using. You turn the voice stacking on, we can bring up 4 voices. It's going to play 4 instances of Polymer. So just watch the volume because it does actually double up on top of one another. So we'll bring the volume down a little bit now. You can see if I back off on that, it's significantly quieter. Cool. So to utilize the voice stacking, we want to bring in a voice stack modifier. So the default mode is bipolar, sorry. Unipolar would be that one. We can do the same thing just by modulating the pitch slightly. There you have it. You could do this to the panning to get a more stereo sound if you want. Let's look at a couple more interesting ways to do this. There's a couple of different modes that you have here. So these two are fairly self-explanatory. We have the value one, which is going to give multiples. So it gives you a much more sort of pronounced effect there. But we could do that with, say, the filter, for example. The first voice would be, let's say, really low down. And if we were to modify this with the multiples, you'll see the last note will be 4 times brighter than the first one. There's other ways that you can leverage this as well. So we could actually turn this into a multiple oscillator synth without having to double it up into a instrument layer either. If we were going to use the wavetable oscillator, for example, you can actually just, even in this mode, we'll come down to manual. No, let's just, we'll stick to the bipolar for now. You can actually just use these as modulation points as well. So you can set specific values for each voice in the synth. So we can say, for instance, we want voice 1 to be a sine wave. We want voice 2 to be a triangle. We want voice 3 to be a square, and voice 4 to be our saw wave. So let's just bring up our filter again. So now we're playing all 4 waveforms at exactly the same time. We could also decide that we want this one to be, let's say, a 5th up. We'll say this one an octave up. And let's say we want our saw to be an octave down. So there, we've got 4 different oscillators playing different waveforms now at different pitches. So let's put this into practice. We'll create a patch here now, and I'll show you a number of different ideas that you can do with this. Let's start off with a saw wave. We'll let's grab the silent key. Okay, we're going to create sort of a pad sound here. using 4 stacks or 4 voices. So first things first, let's apply some modulation to the filter from our LFO. Cool. Now what I want to do is actually speed that filter up at the beginning of the key press. So we'll use a ADSR. And notice as well that currently as I play a key, these all have the same values. I'm going to show you something to play around with that in just a sec. So let's keep the decay time quite long. And we're going to use this envelope to speed up our LFO. We'll bring this down a little bit. Let's see what's happening there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these to cascade. So we can bring in our voice stack. We're going to switch over to the value, which is going to be the multiples again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the voice stack to modify the attack time. Watch what happens to the voices now as they move through the envelope. 1 is going to be an immediate decay. Number 2 is going to be delayed. 3 delayed even more, and then 4 delayed the most. Check this out now. Back off a little bit on that. So you see how they cascade now. So let's bring in another voice stack over here. We could just copy that one. Let's keep the values for these. I'm going to apply, actually we could just leave we can just use this one as well. So we'll apply different values to these speeds as well. Now let's get some modulation going on the pitch. We're actually going to use the LFO that we've got. So we've got the voices already modulating the speeds of the LFO. Let's dial in just a little bit of detuning on this. Or we could actually do the detuning on that one there. Let's remove that. And we'll set these to detune inversely so we get a bit of stereo. Now we're going to play with that stereo even more. We'll come down to this voice stack over here. Let's first play with the pitch a little bit further. I'm going to go into manual mode here, and we'll set this to, we'll go with 50%, I think, for this one. This one, let's take this minus 50%. This one will go up to 50%, and this last one will go up to 100%. So now if we use this to boost our pitch up by 24 semitones, this one will be an octave down, this one will be an octave up, and this one will be 2 octaves up. So take a listen to our... That's pretty interesting there. Let's use another one of these. We'll control copy that one again, and let's just reset these values to 0. These values can actually be modulated as well. So what I'm going to do here is bring in an LFO. We'll set this LFO to poly mode, unipolar, free running, and let's just copy this 3 times. And we'll leave them over here. So now we can use these. I'm just going to set different values for these. So slower. Cool. We can actually modulate these values for each voice with LFOs as well. So let's take this one. We'll modulate this is now the bass note. So let's modulate this one a little bit. So get some panning going on that. The upper note will do as well. And this one we'll use to modulate this last one. Cool. So now let's take this voice stack, we'll apply that to our panning for the whole patch. Cool. Let's get a little bit of noise going here as well. Apply this to our noise, the same voice stack. Actually bring the sub out, I don't think we need that. Now another interesting thing to do with this is to apply this to our modulation, or the phase modulation. And we can use the sub to control the modulation source. So we'll leave the sub down, but we'll keep it as a sine wave. Take a listen to what happens if we bump this up. Keep an octave down. And lastly, let's just use one of these to change up the wave shape of the saw. Cool. I think we need some effects in here now. We'll go with a delay plus. We'll just keep it all stock. I'll bring up the width here. And let's go with the space diffusion. Stick this into ping pong mode and whack up our feedback quite a bit. And we'll just keep this quite bright as well. Oh wait, last thing, let's just get a bit of a filter ramp going with this. Because this is a pad sound. We want to control the filter with the envelope as well. There we go. Let's try this out. And there you have it. So some really interesting ideas that you can do with this. Play around with the voice stacks. It becomes incredibly powerful. There's so much that you can modulate with this, and you essentially turn it into multiple oscillator synthesizer just by using different settings for each of the oscillators based off values from the voice stacks. Cool, so that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you soon right here at Marula Music. Till then, take care. Cheers.